Hello, my name's Harriet.
I'm Ana.
And we're both studying midwifery is primary health care. We're both Bachelor of Midwifery students in our
Third year.
and this is our video piece on motivational interviewing. For the first half, I'll be the midwife and
I'll be the pregnant woman.
And our topic is cessation of drinking alcohol during pregnancy. Here we go. Okay. Thanks for coming today, Anna. It's lovely to see you again.
Hello, Harriet. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, that's so good. How many weeks are you now?
Starting 20 weeks.
20 weeks?
Yes, it's a pretty big belly.
Oh, it is big. You're looking so good from head to toe. It's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, I know you mentioned last time about the drinking of the alcohol and certain things about that. We did cover certain things that can happen when you're drinking. Now, can I ask you a very broad or open-ended question? Apart from alcohol, fetal alcohol syndrome, what are some of the other things that might happen to you or your baby if we keep drinking during pregnancy?
I know there are some problems, but I'm not quite sure all of them. I would like you to go with that with me again if it's possible.
Oh yes, and it's good we just keep reiterating on what's important. Well, apart from fetal alcohol syndrome, there are some pretty serious conditions that can also come in because if you're still drinking. For a start, you can get malnutrition. It can interrupt your whole metabolism. You actually lose your appetite a bit, and some of those really important minerals and vitamins that should go to the baby, you and your baby, you're going to miss out on. So that's going to be one of your big problems. It could also upset your fertility for next time round, and not many people realise that, so your whole cycle can be put out and you might have trouble falling pregnant again. So there's some pretty serious side effects apart from the fetal alcohol syndrome that you might find affect you and your baby. Also too, they've found in some recent studies that the baby can be born very restless and unsettled.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So even if it doesn't get fetal alcohol syndrome, a lot of clinicians say they can see a baby that's been born to a mother who has been drinking during pregnancy. They're actually unsettled, hard to rest. They don't follow the normal pattern of a newborn.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awful. Yeah, it's not something that I want my baby to have.
So we really need to work on some strategies, don't we? So,
yeah,
but probably my next target with you is to talk about how brave you are, an affirmation of how brave you are to come in and tell us all about just how this drinking is affecting you and the fact that you want to stop.
Yeah, thank you. It's hard. It's hard. I drink to relax, and I think it's a habit that it's for a long time. And once I get my first dose, it's hard to stop. So yeah, and I've heard some people saying, and some friends told me that it wouldn't be good for the baby, but I don't know, it's just hard.
And it's so brave of you to come in, because a lot of people won't even admit to it, let alone come and tell their midwife what they're doing when they go home. So it's just so very brave of you to come in and tell us all about how you're drinking and what we can do together to try and help you stop that.
Yeah, I don't know, I was thinking about maybe if I put some signs for myself around the house, and especially in the fridge or whatever, just to remind myself that drinking is not good.
Oh, fantastic.
And I don't know, the other thing, maybe just don't have the first dose.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't have that first, if you can stop yourself having that first drink, you're more inclined not to keep drinking, of course.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's wonderful you're coming up with strategies yourself. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I think I might try that just when you are wanting to quit smoking. You don't just remind yourself all the time and don't have the first, and don't start. So yeah, this is my strategy for the moment. I don't know, I would just have to try and see how it goes, and I'm glad that I can talk to you, so the next time I can tell you what happened during this period and if I will succeed or not.
Oh, look, it sounds wonderful. It's really important too that I reflect on your feelings. That's all part of this. And from what you're telling me, there's a great sense of guilt and frustration with what you're doing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I don't want to do that, but sometimes it's stronger than me. So, yeah.
But you're coming up with these wonderful concrete and practical strategies on how you can attack it.
Yeah, and now that I know that it's affecting my baby, I think that's one of the things that I think it's going to be my inner power. I will get some strength from that,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that it's going to harm my baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I put some signs for myself. It's going to harm your baby. It's going to...
Constantly
baby,
reminding
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
So, just
It's true.
just fantastic. I just want to summarise now because it's so important, because this is such a profound topic for you to talk about, and it's really important that I've taken on board everything you've said. Now I know we've been through, apart from alcohol, the syndrome that we've talked about in depth, we've talked about other things that can happen with you and your baby if you continue drinking. We went through all of them one by one, and you seem to get a good handle on those things because you were able to repeat them all to me. You told me that you felt this great sense of guilt and shame about the whole thing, about drinking, but you have no problem talking to me about it, which is wonderful. And then you came up with these wonderful strategies that you came up with yourself, how to remind yourself that it's bad for you with the signs. Not if you don't have the first drink, you're less inclined to have the third and the fourth. So how to stop yourself having that first drink, you think, is how you're going to make these changes. So that's wonderful. So I've understood where you're coming from, do you think, by summarising that all?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did. Yeah. It's absolutely that.
They're fantastic. I just want to elicit now some change talk, and you did talk about those strategies that you were going to do yourself, which is exactly what we want. We want them to come from you because they've got to work for you. Is there anything else that you can draw on to make those things happen to stop you drinking?
No, not at the moment, not that I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
But I will certainly be more aware and keep that in my mind. So any other strategies that I can come up with, I'm gonna write it down and bring it to you, and we can have a chat on that.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thanks for coming in today, Anna. You're
Thank
doing
you, Harriet.
very wonderful.
You've been so helpful. Thank you very much.
All power to you. So thank you.
Thanks a lot.